Oh my god, that looks fun.
Oh my god, he's got that perfect circle. Look at that. How does he do that? I get dizzy going around that many times. I used to have a Mustang GT and it did a few donuts.
You just missed Jesse doing it.
God damn it.
So I didn't stop doing donuts because I wanted to stop. I actually heard a loud pop and the Roxor stopped on its own. Drove it home, first gear, pulled in the driveway, tried to back out of the driveway, and I had no reverse. So I had to push it out of the driveway backwards and then attempted to drive around the block in first gear to see what was going on, and I heard some rattling down inside the transmission. Maybe I broke a shifter fork. Remove the shifter. After you get that boot off, that's what you're left with on the inside. So I'm going to disconnect this bolt so I can drop the transmission out. I gotta pull this thing off. Turns out this is just fiberglass. Now's a good time to start bagging and tagging all the bolts so we know where they go when we put it back together. Well, first time crawling underneath the Roxor because it's been in the garage overnight drying out. And we got fluid where fluid should not be. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Now to pull this four-wheel drive shifter linkage apart. I recommend that you take that nut off right there. It's the easiest one to get to pull this linkage out. Rear drive shaft is out. 8 bolts, 14 millimeter. Front drive shaft, 13 millimeter. Cut this heat shrink off. Pull that plug out. This is on top of there. I don't know why. Looks like we'll find out when we drop the transmission. Oh, that's a quality control sticker. Would you look at that? All right. Transmission's out. Before you pull the transmission out, you got to remove this shifter. It's held on to the bottom with a zip tie. And then you got to pull all of these pieces apart. There's a spring, don't lose it. Pin. a spring under this plate. Once all that's removed, shifter's out. There's a location pin down inside, so you can't put that together backwards. Next thing you want to do is pull all the bolts out of the bell housing. We'll go through them. 2 at the top, difficult to get to. These 2 little ones. There's a little plate. You gotta pull it out. There's 3 on the bottom. This long one, this long one, and the 3 starter bolts. There was not a bolt here from the factory. Found the problem. Reverse gear's missing most of his teeth. Also, the main drive gear's missing some teeth. Don't see any damage on the shifting fork. That probably would have been an easy fix. Maybe we can glue it back on. What do you think? This gear is also got some metal wedged into it. So now what are we gonna do? Time to make some phone calls. Buy a new transmission? Maybe. See how much that costs. Be easier than tearing this all the way apart to make sure no other gears are damaged. And while you're in there, you always just go ahead and replace the bearings and all the seals, and before you know it, I got hundreds of dollars in parts and a lot of time invested. Yeah, sounds like I'm just going to order a whole new transmission. Get your ball. So my Roxor is a 2018. It has about 6,500 miles on it. Just drove to Kansas and back. So lots of highway miles. It's a daily driver. The motor's been heavily modified from Diesel Freaks. Got all their stuff. She's pushing out 237 torque and 128 horsepower. I don't know. It's up there. It's running on 30-inch tires. I mean, I drive it. I use AMSOIL for everything. The motor's AMSOIL, the transmission's AMSOIL, the transfer case is AMSOIL. It's all recently changed. You can go through my videos and see all that. So as far as what caused it, maybe doing reverse donuts in snow. I don't know. I feel like that it should be able to hold up to doing that. So I got a hold of a couple Roxor dealers as well as Wade at Diesel Freaks, and Tom Woods in Indianapolis area. He's a Roxor dealership. They can sell me a complete transmission assembly, ready to go. Just attach my transfer case and bolt it back up for $800. I feel like that's a good deal, a really good deal actually. I think he said it'd be about a week. So I'll go to Tom Woods, pick up the new transmission, bolt on the transfer case, and yeah, might fix this. I don't know. On side note, they do have 3 starters on the shelf. So if you're watching this video today, January 28th, 2021, call and get you a starter. That's it.